हेलो फ्रेंड्स, गुड मॉर्निंग। आज के टॉपिक में बात करते हैं कैवर्नस साइनस। कैवर्नस साइनस क्या है? एक वेनस स्पेस है जो फोल्ड्स ऑफ ड्यूरामेटर में प्रेजेंट होता है। वो फोल्ड्स ऑफ ड्यूरामेटर कहां प्रेजेंट होता है? इसमें देखते हैं एक स्कीमेटिक डायग्राम में। दिस इज द इंटीरियर ऑफ द स्कल। ये इंटीरियर क्रेनियल फोसा, मिडिल क्रेनियल फोसा एंड द पोस्टीरियर क्रेनियल फोसा। तो पहले बात करते हैं लोकेशन ऑफ द कैवर्नस साइनस। तो कैवर्नस साइनस की लोकेशन होती है मिडिल क्रेनियल फोसा, द टीयर साइनस। सो कहां मिलेगी? मिडिल क्रेनियल फोसा में, बोथ साइड, ईस्ट साइड ऑफ द बॉडी ऑफ स्फेनॉइड। ठीक है, बॉडी ऑफ स्फेनॉइड के दोनों साइड मिडिल क्रेनियल फोसा में आपको मिल कौन से? कैवर्नस साइनस। कैवर्नस साइनस की ये बात करते हैं द लोकेशन ऑफ द कैवर्नस साइनस on the both side of the body of a sphenoid bone in the middle cranial fossa. This is cavernous sinus are the small spaces which is divided by the trabeculae. Okay, so in cavernous sinus there are the lots of small spaces are present which is divided by the trabeculae. Now the limited the boundary of the cavernous sinus. So anteriorly this cavernous sinus is limited by the supraorbital fissure. So this is the opening in the eye, that is the supraorbital fissure. And posteriorly this is the posterior boundary formed by the apex of petrous temporal bone. So this is the petrous temporal bone or the crus of midbrain. Laterally, so this is the lateral boundary is formed by the meningeal folds of durameter. So this is the meningeal folds of durameter laterally. Medially, this is formed by the body of sphenoid. And this cavernous sinus to rest on the junction between the body of and greater wing of sphenoid bone and foramen lacerum, which is covered by the endosteal layer of durameter. So from the floor of the cavernous sinus and the roof of the cavernous sinus, so there is a optic tract. Okay, so this optic tract leads superficially to the cavernous sinus. So this optic tract form of optic chiasma, and the olfactory tract and internal carotid artery traverse the cavernous sinus superiorly. So these are the superficial dilation of the cavernous sinus. Now the दूसरा डायग्राम में देखते हैं लोकेशन ऑफ द कैवर्नस साइनस इन सेकेंड डायग्राम। तो देखिए यहाँ पे कौन सा, यहाँ पे ये बॉडी ऑफ स्पाइन बोन था जहां पर देखा स्टेला टर्सिका, जहां पर देखिए हाइपोफाइसियल फोसा। सो इन द हाइपोफाइसियल फोसा देयर इज अ पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड ऑफ द हाइपोफाइसिस सेरिब्राइस प्रेजेंट, एंड इन द बॉडी ऑफ स्फेनॉइड बोन देयर इज अ स्फेनॉइडल एयर साइनस। इस डायग्राम देखते हैं यहाँ पे। So this is the pituitary gland. So this is the pituitary gland, and pituitary of the hypophyseal fossa or the stella turcica. Okay, and there is a in the lower part there is a sphenoidal air sinus. So this is the sphenoidal air sinus. Okay, this is the body of, and so both sides of the body of sphenoid there is a cavernous sinus. So it is a cavernous sinus. So this is the location of the cavernous sinus. So both sides of the body of sphenoid. So it is a cavernous sinus. So this cavernous sinus is lined with the endothelial layer. So this is the endothelial layer of the cavernous sinus. And laterally, this cavernous sinus, the lateral margin, this cavernous sinus is pierced by four structures. So these are the nerves on the lateral side from anterior to posterior. The anterior most nerve is the oculomotor nerve. Oculomotor nerve give us two branches. Oculomotor nerve give us two branches, that is the superior branches and the inferior branches, which passes through the supraorbital fissure to enter the eye or orbit. Posterior to the oculomotor nerve, there is another nerve, that is the trochlear nerve. So this is the trochlear nerve. Again, trochlear nerve passes through the supraorbital fissure superior to the oculomotor nerve. Third structure is the ophthalmic nerve. So this is the ophthalmic nerve. Ophthalmic nerve give us three branches. Over the cavernous sinus, these are the frontal, lacrimal and the nasociliary nerve. These nerve again passes to the supraorbital fissure to enter the orbit. Again, posterior to the ophthalmic nerve, there is a maxillary nerve. So maxillary nerve passes through the foramen of rotundum to up to the pterygopalatine fossa. So this is the maxillary nerve. So these are the structures present on the lateral wall of the cavernous sinus. This is the lateral wall of the cavernous sinus. So the center of the cavernous sinus, again these cavernous sinus is pierced by two structures. That is the internal carotid artery. So this is the internal carotid artery with venous and sympathetic plexus. Inferolateral to the internal carotid artery, there is another structure, that is an abducent nerve. So this is the abducent nerve. So these two structures are present on the center of the cavernous sinus. So these are the dilations and structure piercing the cavernous sinus. These structures are separated from the blood of the cavernous sinus through the endothelial lining of the cavernous sinus. So this is the endothelial lining of cavernous sinus. So this is in this topic is about the location and structure related to the cavernous sinus.